So it's finally here. After 12 years, a new mainline entry into the Ninja Gaiden series. Not a spin-off, not a cameo, not a port, not a trash-ass remaster, none of that. Ninja Gaiden 4 is real, and we can finally see our boy again, Ryu Hayabusa.
Hey! It's me!
Ninja Gaiden 4 is the newest action game released by Team Ninja and Platinum Games, and personally, I am so psyched. Ever since I finished the Magic Collection a few years back, I always felt like it was never enough. That the series cannot just end at 3 mainline titles, and Koei and Team Ninja thought so too. But a decade late, but whatever, it is here, and as a semi-hardcore Ninja Gaiden fan, I think that this game is, but before I give my verdict, let me just give out my very surface level impressions, because holy Jesus. $70?
Nah, these niggas gotta be trolling. Nigga, we are not trolling! No!
And also, who the hell is this dude Yamato, bro? Because the first thing I thought while looking at this man is, wow. He definitely roleplays on Roblox. Like, look at him. He's so overly designed and overly edgy. The hair, the mask, the pants. Bro, how are you gonna wear a tank top, a shirt specifically designed to have no sleeves, then decide to wear sleeves? Like, come on now. You're trying to be Sasuke so bad, but you're not him. Because you got no personality. Almost every conversation this man has is always on some yes, no, no, yes, mission. Straight brick wall energy, which is kind of fine. That's how Ryu be sometimes, but Ryu doesn't look like that. He's cool, minimal, and clean. He looks like he's dressed appropriately for the job.
Yo,
while Yamako
take my outfit off, bro.
Looks like he's from VF Chat. And plus his voice be on some BS. No hate to the voice actor, you did the job that you were given, but whenever Yamato does something that's really cool, I actually start to like his character. He's acquiring some appeal, some aura, if you will.
Oh, shut up.
And some admiration from me. But as soon as he opens his mouth,
no, not entirely. If it turns out she's lying, I'll end her.
bro, it's time to pack it up. Whatever, this man is mid. But I guess if that's the only choice of new protagonists, then yeah, I guess he's fine. But what's the point of having a new protag in basically a new setting if the story is still gonna be mid as well? Like, Yamako was tasked to kill this one girl because of his job, right? And when he gets there, he's like,
I wanna kill you.
but the target he's supposed to kill says, don't kill me, I can help you. And then Yamako's like, okay. And then I'm like,
is this nigga serious?
I've seen it up. It's time to pack it up again. Platinum stories aren't good anymore. Okay, so with all that stuff out of the way, let's talk about the real reason why we are here. The gameplay. I'm about to go into detail on the combat system and what I like and don't like about the game. But before we get into any of that, let's just get this out of the way. The game is good. I felt like I got my money's worth out of this product, mostly though. But it's not the best of the series. It's not even top 3. So let me explain. As we all know, this game was developed mostly by Platinum Games than Team Ninja. And it shows. Yamako, the main character of the game, has more tools than Ryu ever had in any previous game. There's a new meter system which allows Yamako to have a souped up version of his weapons called Blood Raven mode that comes with extra power at the cost of charge time, correct timing, or both. It's basically like his second heavy attack. He also has on the fly weapon switching, so instead of going to the menus to switch out your weapons, you can do that through gameplay. That change was very needed and definitely satisfies that DMC craving. Let's not forget the last and most successful DMC game came out 6 to 7 years ago. And to round out Yamako's new kit, of course we have to have a parry. But instead of having 1, this man got like 4 or 6 or 8. Is it a lot? Yes. Is it necessary? Yeah, I think so. For the game that Platinum made, All of the 15 parries are valuable. No matter if you're fishing for parries or mash and accidentally get one, like me, you'll find that the parries are a good addition to your arsenal of moves. Cause the parries fit into the game that Platinum made, which is not Ninja Gaiden. Alright guys, I'm just joking, kinda. I'm not saying that this game is not a Ninja Gaiden title for having multiple parries. This game still has UTs, OTs, ETs, Azuna drops, Wind Run, Rin Path, Guillotine Throw, everything. Hell, all of the previous Ninja Gaiden games had a counter attack option, which is basically like a parry, somewhat, kind of. All I'm just saying is that the new additions and changes does make this game like a Ninja Gaiden for a modern audience. A diet Ninja Gaiden. A gentrified Ninja Gaiden. And the reason why I say this is because this game don't have that solid Ninja Gaiden identity that the previous games had. It has more in common with other action games than the other Ninja Gaiden games. Like the enemies. The enemies are much more tankier compared to the other NGs. The enemies will track and lock onto you with their teleporting attacks like in other action games. And of course we got the red uninterruptible super attack that has the most non-subtle indicator of all time. But this time you can actually interrupt it with the blood raving attack or something else. Again, not in Ninja Gaiden, but in every other action game. A perfect example are the enemies in the third world, where it's the sewer level / icy demon realm. They fucking suck! They never give you room to breathe because their attacks always have heavy tracking or straight up just teleport towards you with their aimbot power attacks, or even better yet with their non-telegraph projectile attacks that are done by the most common fodder type. Not the special variant that goes on one hit. Nah, the regular dudes, which I freaking hate. The closest thing we got in a previous game was the purple dragon fiends, but at least they were on screen. These other guys will be posted up on the other side of the arena, chucking up threes on your dumb ass. And I swear, all these enemies in the world blend into the environment too well. Maybe because my eyesight's pretty bad, but the enemies don't pop out like how they should in every other game. So World 3 is my least favorite. But the gentrification is in every aspect of the game. The fact that there's less emphasis on positioning because Yusuke also has good tracking on his attacks. Like for real, you can legit wave dash in this game, like it's crazy. The fact that there's like a million different moves but a lot of them are just blatant clones of each other. The fact that you have to purchase moves individually instead of upgrading a weapon altogether, that really pissed me off. The fact that a third of a level are designated to the on-rails platforming, which is fine, but pads out the level so much it adds to that completion time. And it's probably the justification for this game being $70. The fact that the bosses still continue to be garbage and are low-key worse because most of them have 2 phases? Let me guess, because Platinum said, "We have a sophisticated, nuanced action game where I challenge the player to the fullest capabilities and test their overall comprehension of our combat system." Nigga, shut the fuck up, we're still playing Simon Says. But again, let me be honest, I still had fun with this game. It is satisfying. All of Yakaza's weapons are so awesome. Especially the Ninja Box backpack weapon is the coolest concept for a weapon ever. And the DDO soldiers are the best faction to fight in this game and are the most fun. Even though I think those guys weren't bad at all and Yasuke was just slaughtering regular dudes, I feel like the whole game's conflict could have been avoided if the guy from Vanquish and Ryu just talked it out with Sayori and Yasuto. But oh well. But again, this game, Ninja Gaiden 4, departs from the Ninja Gaiden formula so much that Ryu, the second playable character, feels so out of place. Now all his nimpos are on a meter that he can build easily, and that same meter is also attached to something called Gleam Mode, which is his new flashy heavy attack that breaks guard. All this is cool, but this kind of feels tacked on, so he can be put in line with Yamaku and the rest of the game. It feels like Spider-Man 2, where there's normal attacks and the OP cheesy attacks where you have to spam to win, and both feels disconnected. And even though Ryu has a new arsenal of moves, he still feels lacking, like something's missing. In Ninja Gaiden 2, Ryu feels like a whole completed character from the very beginning of the game. All of his most essential tools to survive were simple and connected with each other. Not all this gleam mode strings, perfect guard, parry attack, easy quick nimpo access, super duper hyper one shot devil trigger mode, just the basics. Because the design of Ninja Gaiden 2, the encounters, the attacks, the guard, the level design, the enemy design are just that good. Probably even perfect. Hell, even Ninja Gaiden 3, where healing, nimpo, and essence techniques were regulated, so no cheesing. And it has a better way of doing that red power attack concept with the steel on bone mechanic. Instead of being that, you can disrupt it with any attack or any action, or you can actually, you know, move out the way. And if you challenge it successfully, you don't get this. You instead get this. Yeah, you just straight up one shot the enemy. Man, this game makes me appreciate NG3 so much more now. Ninja Gaiden 3 definitely has its problems, but it's underrated as hell. It's a solid, straightforward Ninja Gaiden experience, and plus Ryu has like multiple weapons too, including multiple swords. Like, look at this one he gets at the start of the game.
Make sure you bring it back in one piece. It's just a loner.
Okay. Tell Hayate I said thanks.
Wait, say that again?
Tell Hayate I said thanks. 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 Tell Hayate I said thanks.